You know how some pedals look extremely simple on the surface, but then you start diving into them and no? That's the Boss EQ200. If you remember, a few months ago I did a deep dive into the routing modes, stereo, dual mono, parallel, blah blah. A few of you asked me to do the same for the switching modes, so let's go. First things first, I've just reset my pedal, so all of the settings are out of the box. So if you are having trouble in following this, you might need to reset yours if you don't have any saved presets that you want to keep, obviously. My pedal is running the latest firmware, which I believe is 1.1, which gives you access to the 127 presets. So if you haven't yet, I strongly encourage you to go and do that firmware update. So the first question I see asked about this pedal is, how the hell do I get to the other presets? Because if you toggle the switch, you get between manual and 4 and you can't get to the other presets. Okay, press both channel and memory buttons and scroll down to here. X from an X2. X means extends, so you're dealing with where do you want your memories to start, where do you want them to finish from the point of view of your scrolling thing. So if you come to X2 M4 and start pressing the memory button, you see that you can go up to, let's say 16, just so it's not too much. If you press those two buttons again, and now you start pressing the memory button, you see that it's scrolling. So 1, 2, 3, 4, but instead of coming to the manual after number 4, it carries on going up to 16, and then jumps back to manual again. First question answered. Now, you've seen that I can also control the X from, so if I only want this pedal to go from M4 to M16, then I can do that. So M4, it trips over to M16, and then it starts again at M4. So on, off, forward, all the way to 16, and then down to M4 again. But of course now, when you have more than just 3 or 4 presets to scroll through, when you're just using the memory up button, it can get really complex. So to go from 4 to 2, you'd have to press and it takes time. Boss has also given you ways around that. So if you come to the menu thingy, and you go up, you can actually turn your switch function to either be a direct access to any memory, or if you press and hold, when it comes past memory 127, you get to the functions. So A allows you to turn channel A on and off, B, same thing, channel B on and off, or you can have memory down plus and memory up plus. What this plus means is that if you press and hold the on-off switch, it converts back to on-off, or if you press and hold, it converts to memory down, and then it allows you to scroll down the thing. Obviously, this is relatively difficult to do in a live situation. You will have to be tap dancing and holding and all of that stuff. So Boss gives you the option of plugging in a single or a dual foot switch, so between FS5, FS6 or 7, which I don't have here, but you can plug them into the expression or control 1, control 2 port and have an external memory up and memory down switch. So if you were to have one of those doing memory down and memory up, you can still have this guy doing on-off, which is what I'm trying to get to now. And you can have control 1 doing down, control 2 doing up, and you can reserve this one, memory, to do one of the other functions, either to access the manual mode, like here, mem function manual, or to direct access one of the memories. Let's say that your lead sound is always on memory number 1. You can program this to always go to memory number 1. And as you can see, I'm in memory number 3 here. Let's say that my memory number 1 is, I don't know, something like this, which could be a nice solo boost. Press to write the memory, write to memory 1, writing, da-da-da. And now you're playing and you've picked your memories and you're in any other memory. You have your lead coming in, your big moment, solo, press memory, and it goes straight into memory number 1, and everything's on. Press it again, it turns it off, and you can now go and select your other memories with your external switches, and your equalizer is on with any other configuration. Another solo comes in, you press number 1, back to memory number 1. Nifty, eh? Okay, but what if you don't want to use the external control and you want to use this as a volume pedal, channel boost, blah, blah, blah? Yeah, you can. So if you plug in an expression pedal in the back, in the expression pedal port, oops, I'm screwing this up, I'm sorry, that should be memory up. So you can turn these two to off because you're not using them. Remember, these C1 and C2 are the external foot switches. You're not using them, you have an expression pedal plugged in. If you come down, you have 3 options related to the expression pedal. First one, expression pedal function. And if you see the options, you can either do total, which means both channels will go up and down with your pedal, or you can select off, or channel A and or channel B. So A, B, or both channels. And you have another option, which is the minimum value that you can have as your expression pedal value, or the maximum value. So to me, this would make more sense if, for instance, you had this controlling both channels, and you come here and you select a minimum value for the expression pedal at 70 and a maximum pedal a value of 100, which means that when you are heel down, you have a rhythm sound with whatever 70 means in this case, so 70% of total volume. And if you go toe down, it gives you maximum volume from this pedal, which could be your solo boost, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, you have to experiment. You need to figure out if this difference is enough for you, or if you need 30, 100, or 10, 100. Okay, so for the final switching trick up the Q200 sleeve, let's dive back to the menu and find the menu items that have a pref to the name. So switch preference, memory preference, control 1, control 2, and expression preference. You'll see that in front of them, they either have sys for system or mem for memory. And yeah, this is probably what you're thinking. If you go move all of them to memory, this now means that each one of these parameters related to the switching or the expression pedal can be saved per memory. So let's do an hypothetical scenario in which our memory number 1 is our lead sound and our memory number 2 is some other sound. Doesn't really matter. But, I'm sorry, lots of clicking here. But let's say that on memory number 1, you want your expression pedal to control your channel A from 0 to 100, and you want your switch to be on off, and you want this one to take memory up. So press those 2 buttons, press and hold to write to memory 1, and it's now writing to memory 1. So as you can see, on off is here, memory is doing memory up, yada yada yada. That's exactly what you wanted to do. But on memory number 2, let's now scroll down, and as you can see, expression function is back to total. We left this at A on memory 1. So let's put this to control channel B, and now let's, just for kicks, tell it that the maximum value on the expression pedal is 50. And also, I want this switch to now do memory down rather than the typical memory up. So you come back up, press and hold. This is important. If you don't commit to memory, it'll forget the changes. So here we are now. This one still does on and off. And now memory button goes memory down when it's on memory 2 and memory up when it's on memory 1. So as you can see, it takes a bit of thinking to get the logic behind this, because, for instance, if I'm on memory 6, these switches are going to do whatever they were programmed by default. And in this case, I know that this guy is going to do memory up. So it's going to flip over all of the memories, manual, then memory 1. In memory 1, it's still programmed to go memory up, but when I get to memory 2, it'll come memory down again. So this type of logic can be very interesting when you are working with the external switches, or if you take advantage of this one to access direct memories, etc., etc. A question that I saw was related, and I think it was PAC asking it. So thank you for your question. So the question was, are the routing modes also saved per memory, or are they system-wide? Unfortunately, they are system-wide. You can't do anything about them when it comes to memories. I don't know if Boss is going to give us that at some point. I wish they would. We don't know. So I almost forgot to mention this. I have affiliate links down in the description box below. So if you want to buy yourself a Boss EQ200 or any other of the stuff that I use on this channel, or whatever you want, just click the link below to tommen.de. It doesn't cost you anything, and I get a small commission. So if you found this video useful, please leave me a thumbs up. And if you want to be notified whenever I post more stuff about pedals, guitars, amps, etc., just subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification bell. That really helps the channel. Leave a comment if you have any other suggestions, or if you have any other doubts that I haven't completely clear today about this pedal or any other pedal. Just leave me a comment. And if you want to join the ever-growing list of people who are contributing to keep the channel's lights on, go buy me a coffee on my coffee page. And that's it for today. I'll see you in the next video.